Good morning. I'm Purnima and I'm going to continue the lesson The Fight. Yesterday I have taught you about this lesson. We have already done the first part. We've almost done the first part. Only the last paragraph of the first part is to be explained today. And now in this lesson, uh, I have told you that there are two boys are there and they are equally strong. Though, so the name of those two boys are Suraj and Ranji. Ranji was the first to reach the pool of water, and Suraj, he used to come from his talk. It seems that he used to come regularly there, and he did not want to have anybody to take bath when he is supposed to be there. This was not tolerated by Ranji, and then hence a fight had started between them. Now, when the fight started, both both were the winners. They neither lose the fight nor they won. So again a challenge was there from Suraj, who was a bit sturdy from Ranji, that next day again they will be having the fight, and the person who will win, that person will not come to the pool to take the bath. Now Ranji accepted the challenge. So from today I will be continuing the second part of this lesson, and let's see who is the winner, who is the loser, what happened, and then we will come to know when I will be explaining you the lesson. So I will be starting from the last paragraph of the second part. The next day he came again to quench his body in the cool water of the forest pool. He was there for almost an hour, sliding in and out of the limpid green water. So next day he came again. Now some new word which I want to explain to you, like the meaning of quench. The meaning of quench. What is the meaning of quench? Quench means satisfied. Here in this lesson, quench means satisfied. So he came to quench, satisfied his body in the cool water of the forest pool. He was there for almost an hour, sliding in and out of the limpid green water. So sliding means he was moving softly from here to there, from sometime going inside the pool and then coming outside the pool of the limpid means clear water, or lying stretched out on the smooth yellow rocks in the shade of broad leaved sal tree. And afterward he laid on the bank of the pool, and it was of a golden color, golden or yellowish. The bank was of smooth yellowish rock in the shade of broad leaved sal tree. So they were sal tree, and that tree was having a broad leaf, and nice shade was there. So after taking a bath he was lying there on the rocks only. It was while he lay thus that he noticed another boy standing a little distance away, staring at him in rather hostile manner. So he saw Suraj. The other boy was Suraj. He was standing in a very hostile manner. So the other boy was a little older than Ranji, taller, thickest, with a broad nose and a thick red lips. Now this is the physical description of Suraj. He was taller, he was thick-set, he was with broad nose and thick with red lips. He had only just noticed Ranji, and when Ranji did not say anything, the other called out, "What are you doing here, mister?" Now children, he was looking at Ranji. He thought Ranji will speak to him, but Ranji did not take care to him. Finally, he told, "What are you doing here, mister?" Ranji, who was prepared to be friendly. Now children, Ranji was very friendly. He wanted to be a friend with him, he was taken aback at the hostility of the other two. Now, children, he was taken aback because the hostility of the other's tone. I'm swimming, he replied. Why don't you join me? Now he told, I'm swimming, and why don't we join you? Why don't you join me so that we both can have a fun? I always swim alone, said the other. This is my pool, I did not invite you. And he told that this is my pool and I did not invite you here. The stranger strode up to Ranju, who still sat on the rock and planting his broad feet firmly on the sand, said, Don't you know I am a warrior? I do not take replies from villagers like you. Now, he told that the sturdy boy Suraj told him that I always swim here and this is in fact my pool. And I did not invite you here. The stranger strode up to Ranji. Strode means he walked. He walked to Ranji, who still sat on the rock, and planting his broad feet firmly on the sand, said, Don't you know I am a warrior? I do not take replies from villagers like you. Now, children, he was in a mood to fight. He introduced himself as warrior, and he told, I don't want to have replies from a villager like you. So you like to fight with villagers, said Ranji. Well, I am not a villager, I am a fighter. Now Ranji told that I am not a villager, I am also a fighter. He told I am a warrior. Ranji told I am a fighter. They had reached an impasse. So here the meaning of impasse is a position with no way out. So both were at the point where nobody wanted to get out from that point. Both of them were willing to show their strength to each other. One had said he was a warrior, the other had proclaimed himself a fighter. There was a little else that could be said. You understand that I am a warrior, said the stranger, feeling that perhaps this information had not penetrated Ranji's head. Now again he told you understand that I am a warrior. He thought this information of his had not gone into Ranji's head. I've heard you say it 3 times, replied Ranji. Now Ranji also told him that I have heard whatever you have told, I have heard 3 times. Then why you are not running away? I am waiting for you to run away. Now he told me, why should I run away? I am waiting for you to run away. I will have to beat you, said the stranger. Now children, you see how the fight is going to start. So he told, I will have to beat you, said the stranger, assuming a violent attitude, showing Ranji the palm of his hand. Now with a very violent attitude, he showed the palm of his hand. I am waiting to see you do it, said Ranji. You will see me do it, said the other boy. Ranji waited. The other boy made a strange hissing sound. They stared each other in the eyes for almost a minute. Then the warrior slapped Ranji across the face with all the force he could muster. Muster means gathered. And now, children, the worst thing has happened. Ranji was bitten. In fact, given a tight slap by Suraj on his face, and he had beaten him with all his force. Ranji staggered, feeling quite dizzy. There were thick red finger marks on his cheeks. Now, on his finger cheek, there were thick red finger marks. There you are, explained his assailant. Will you be off now? Assailant means attacker. So, after attacking him, after beating him, he told him, so there you are, and will you be off now? Will you go now? For answer, Ranji swung his arms up and pushed a hard bony fist into the other's face. And then they were at each other's throats, swaying on the rock, tumbling onto the sand, rolling over and over, their legs and arms locked in a desperate, violent struggle. Gasping and cursing, clawing and slapping, they rolled into the shallow of the pool. So they started fighting. Clawing means tearing, Gasping means breathing. So a fight started between them in which they were tumbling, they were gasping, okay, clawing, slapping, everything which happens in a fight. And finally they rolled into the shallow of the pool. Shallow means not deep water. Even in the water, the fight continued as, spluttering and covered with mud, they groped for each other. Groped. What is the meaning of groped here? Groped means searched for. So they searched for each other in the swimming pool, in the pool. Even in the water, the fight continued as, spluttering and covered with mud, they groped for each other. Groped means they started searching for each other, head and throat. But after 5 minutes of frenzied, unscientific struggle, neither boy had emerged victorious. Now, children, after fighting for such a long period, frenzied means mad. They were mad and with their thoughts, and they wanted to have they were having an unscientific fight. Neither boy had emerged victorious. Though emerge means to come out. Their bodies heaving with exhaustion. They stood back from each other, making tremendous effort to speak. Now do you realize I'm a warrior? Gasped the stranger. Now he told, now you know, now you should realize by now that I am a warrior. I was not telling you like that only. Now, do you know I am a fighter? Said Ranji with difficulty. Ranji told him that, do you know I am a fighter? They gave a moment's consideration to each other's answer, and in that moments of silence, there was only their heavy breathing and the rapid beating of their hearts. So now, children, they gave a moment's consideration to each other. Consideration means they started looking at each other answer, and in that moment of silence there was only their heavy breathing and the rapid beating of their hearts. Then you will not leave the pool, said the warrior. I will not leave it, said Ranji. Then we shall have to continue the fight, said the other. All right, said Ranji. But neither boy moved, neither took the initiative. The warrior had an inspiration. We will continue the fight tomorrow, he said. Now he told, okay, I'm going to continue my fight the next day also, he said. If you dare to come here again tomorrow, we will continue this fight, and I will not show you mercy as I have done today. Now the boy, that strong boy Suraj, he told him that if you will come the next day, then again our fight will be continued, and that now this time I will not show you any mercy. I will come tomorrow, said Ranji. I will be ready for you. Now, children, Ranji also did not move a step behind. He told, oh, yes, I will be ready for you. Now they turned from each other then, and going to their respective rocks, put on their clothes and left the forest by different routes. Next day. Now, children, I am going to start the second part. Next day, the two claimants face each other across the pool. Now, next day, both of them came. Claimants is the one who claims. They face each other across the pool. They throw challenges and counter challenges at each other. Now, what they have done? They have thrown challenges and counter challenges at each other. The best solution, they realize, lies not in fighting each other but fighting together for something. So, according to them, they realize that the best solution lies not in fighting with each other but fighting together for something. Now, children, this is the message also of this lesson, that so instead of fighting with each other, we should fight together for something. When Ranji got home, he found it difficult to explain the cut and bruises that showed on his face, leg, and arm. Not when he went home, lot of wound he was having on his face, legs, and arms, lot of cut he was having. It was difficult to conceal the fact that he had been in an unusually violent fight. Now he was not able to hide from his body condition only. It was known to everyone that he had a fight with someone, and the fight was a violent fight. And his mother insisted on his staying at home for the rest of the day. Now children, it was the mother who told him, you don't have to go anywhere, you have to stay at home that day. Now that evening, though, he slipped out of the house and went to the bazaar. Now anyhow, Ranji felt that he should have something to eat so that he can gain more energy. So he slipped from his mother's house and he went to the market, and there, let's see what he had, and where he found comfort and solace in a bottle of vividly colored lemonade and a banana leaf full of hot sweet jalebis. Now children, he had a drink there. He had a lemonade and he had a hot sweet jalebi. Jalebi is a type of sweet. He had just finished the lemonade when he saw his adversary coming down the road, and when he finished his jalebis also, he saw his adversary. I told you earlier, the meaning of adversary is his attacker. He was coming from the front. His first impulse was to turn away and look elsewhere. Now what was his first impulse? It was his impulse to look elsewhere. His second, to throw the lemonade bottle at his enemy. Now he wanted to throw the lemonade bottle to his enemy, but he did neither of the things. Instead, he stood his ground and scowled at his passing adversary. Instead, what he had done, he had only stood on the ground and he scowled at his passing adversary. So, scowled means children, what is the meaning of scowled? Scowled means looking in a very angry manner. So he looked at his adversary in a very angry manner. Well, and the warrior said nothing other but scowled back with equally ferocity. Now his enemy also, that warrior also, I mean to say Suraj also, he even did not say anything to him, but he also scowled back to him with equal ferocity. Ferocity means fierceness. So he also looked at him in a very fearful manner. The next day was as hot as the previous one. Ranji felt weak and lazy and not at all eager for a fight. Now next day was a bit hotter and Ranji did not feel like fighting. He was feeling a bit lazy. His body was stiff and sore after the previous day encounter. Now he was feeling a bit, his body was a bit stiff and sore after the previous day encounter. But he could not refuse the challenge. Not to turn up at the pool would be an acknowledgement of defeat. From the way he felt just then, he knew he would be beaten in another fight. But he could not acquiesce in his own defeat. So next day there was he did not feel like going. He was feeling a bit awkward. His body was a bit stiff and sore after the previous day encounter. Encounter means fight. But he could not refuse the challenge. But he thought, if he will not go, the other boy will feel that he is afraid and he is hiding in his house. So, and he could not refuse the. So children, he decided that he would not refuse the challenge. Not to turn up at the pool would be an acknowledgement of defeat, and he thought, if he will not go to the pool, the other boy will think that he is afraid and he cannot encounter him. So it was very necessary he go to have a to the pool where that he will meet his encounter, his attacker. Encounter means where he fight. So where he had met his encounter, he fight it. There he went. Now, children, the meaning of acquiescence, you can see it here. It is written here. Accept quietly at the cross. You can see he must defy his enemy to the last or outwit him, for only then could he gain his respect. Now, children, he was thinking that it is urgent for him, it is necessary for him to defeat his enemy, then only he will gain respect, then he would feel satisfied. He must defy his enemy to the last or outwit him, for only then could he gain his respect. He was surrendered now. He would be beaten for all time, but to fight and be beaten today left him free to fight and be beaten again. As long as he fought, he had a right to the pool in the forest. And he had thought this, the moment till he will be fighting, it will be his, he will also have right to the pool in the forest. The moment he will be defeated, then only he will not go. So he is thinking, till he will fight, he will not, he will be going to the pool. Well, though Ranji was he was half hoping that the warrior would have forgotten that challenge. That means, really, he did not want to have a fight. He had enough earlier. But these hopes were dashed when he saw his opponent sitting, striped to the waist. Now, children, when he saw that his opponent, he is sitting, and he is he's not putting any shirt, and he's simply sitting there in his waist. So he was sitting on a rock on the other side of the pool. The warrior was rubbing oil on his body, and what he was doing, he was rubbing oil on his body. He saw Ranji beneath the salt trees and called a challenge across the water of the pool. Now he saw Ranji beneath the salt trees and called a challenge across the pool, across the water of the pool. Come over on his side and fight, he shouted. So he told, come over on this side and fight. But Ranji was not going to submit to any condition laid down by his opponent. Come this side and fight, he shouted back with equal vigor. Now, children, both of them challenge each other now. Swim across and fight me here, called the other, or perhaps you cannot swim the length of the pool. So the other, that sturdy boy, that strong boy, Suraj, told him that why don't you swim and come here and then you fight with me. And then he started teasing, or perhaps you cannot swim also the length of this pool. That though you know swimming, but I think you don't know, you cannot swim the length of this pool. But Ranji could have swum the length of the pool in dozen time. Now, children, Ranji was a very good swimmer, and without tiring himself, he could swim the length of the pool a dozen time. And here he would show the warrior his superiority. Now here he will show his warrior his superiority, because he knew that the number of time, at least dozen time, he could swim the length of the pool, and he would show this superiority to the warrior. So slipping out of his vest, he dived straight into the water. Now he went straight to the water, cutting through it like a knife, and surfaced with hardly a splash. The warrior mouth hung open in amazement. Now, children, even warrior was very surprised to see the way he had splashed in the water and he was swimming. You can dive, he explained. It is easy, said Ranji, treading water, waiting for a further challenge. Can't you dive? Now he told, you know how to dive also. Dive means going inside the water for some time. So Ranji told him, yes, it is very easy. Treading water, waiting for a further challenge. He told, can't you dive? You can also dive, I think. No, said the other. I jump straight in. He told me, I cannot dive, I only jump straight in. But if you will tell me how I will make a dive. Now he requested him that if you can tell me how to dive, it is easy, said Ranchi. Stand on the rock, stretch your arms out, and allow your head to displace your feet. So he told the way how to dive. He told stand on the rock, stretch your arm out, and allow your head to displace your feet. Now children, you can see in the picture also, see how he's teaching him how to dive. It is easy, said Ranji. Stand on the rock, stretch your arm. You can see how he's stretching his arm. Ranji, how he's stretching his arm, you can see. So, and he told after stretching your arm, allow your head to displace your feet. The warrior stood up stiff and straight, stretched out his arm, and threw himself into the water. He landed flat on his belly with a crash that sent the birds screaming out of the trees. Ranji dissolved into laughter, but he was not able to make it, the warrior. So, and even Ranji started laughing. Are you trying to empty the pool? He asked as the warrior came to the surface, spouting water like a small whale. Wasn't good? Asked the boy, evidently proud of his feat. Not very good, said Ranji. You should have more practice. See, I will do it again. Now, children, again Ranji taught him how to take a dive in the water. And pulling himself up on a rock, he executed another perfect dive. Now, children, once again, he executed. He executed means he very well had demonstrated his other dive also, which was a very perfect dive. The other boy waited for him to come up, but swimming underwater, Ranji circled him and came upon him from behind. Now, children, Ranji had another talent that he came from inside the water. Okay, Ranji circled him and came upon from behind. How did you do that? Asked the astonished youth. Now that youth was very much astonished, and he asked, "How did you do that? Can't you swim underwater?" asked Ranji. No, but I will try it. Now he told me I will try it, though I haven't learned swimming of such type. The warrior made a tremendous effort to plunge to the bottom of the pool, and indeed he thought he had gone right down, though his bottom, like a duck's, remained above surface. Now, Ranji started learning from him, from Suraj started learning from Ranji, and the warrior made a tremendous effort, and that means Suraj made a tremendous effort to plunge to the bottom of the pool. Um, of course, he thought he had gone right down, though his bottom, like a duck's, remained above surface. Ranji, however, did not discourage him. It was not bad, he said, but you need a lot of practice. So he did not discourage him. Like a good boy, he encourages him. He told it was not bad, but you have to, you need a lot of practice. Will you teach me? Asked his enemy. If you like, I will teach you. Now see how the situation is developing. Now instead of fight, the seed of friendship is being sown between them. You must teach me. If you do not teach me, I will beat you. Now again that boy, he told, if you will not teach me, I will beat you. Will you come here every day and teach me? If you like, said Ranji. They had pulled themselves out of the water and were sitting side by side on a smooth grey log. My name is Suraj, said the warrior. What's yours? It's Ranji. Now Suraj told, my name is Suraj, and what's yours? He told, it's Ranji. I'm strong, am I not? Asked Suraj, bending his arm so that a ball of muscle stood up, stretching the white of his flesh. You are strong, said Ranji. You are a real Pahalwan. Now, this fact Ranji also told him that you are really strong and you are like a Pahalwan. So, children, now you can see a talk is developing between Ranji and this boy. Now they are coming closer. One day I will be the world's champion wrestler, said Suraj. Now it seems that it was the dream of Suraj to become the world's champion wrestler. Slapping his thighs, which shook with the impact of his hand. Now he started slapping his thigh, which shook with the impact of his hand. Impact means the result. He looked critically at Ranji's hard, thin body. Now, children, with a very sarcastic look, he had looked at the Ranji's hard, thin body. You are quite strong yourself, he conceded. But he told that though you are thin, but you are also strong. But you are too bony. But at the same time, he told that you are too bony. Bony means thin. I know you people do not eat enough. He told ki, I know you do not eat enough. You must come and have your food with me. I drink 1 seer of milk every day. We have got our own cow. Now he started telling that I drink 1 seer of milk every day and we have got our own cow. You people don't drink so much milk. So be my friend and I will make you Pahalwan like me. I know if you teach me to dive and swim underwater, I will make you a Pahalwan. That is fair, isn't it? So there was a deal fixed between them. He told that if you will teach me diving, I will also make you Pahalwan and I will give you the milk of my cow. That is fair, isn't it? That is fair, accepted Ranjit also. Though he doubted if he was getting the better of the exchange. Now he told him whether the deal which he had fixed is good or not. Suraj put his arm around the younger boy and said, we are friends now. Yes. Now Suraj, he put our arm around the younger boy, that is Ranji, and he told, we are friends now. Yes. They looked at each other with honest, unflinching eyes, and in that moment love and understanding were born. So unflinching means without blinking. Both of them started looking each other into their eyes, into the unflinching eyes. Unflinching means without blinking. And in that very moment, the love and understanding were born. We are friends, said Ranji. The bird had settled again in their branches, and the pool was quiet and limpid in the shade of the sal tree. It is our pool, said Suraj. Nobody else can come here without our permission. Who would dare? Now, once again, Suraj told, this is our pool and nobody can come here without our permission. Who would dare? Who would dare, said Ranji, smiling with the knowledge that he had won the day. Now, children, see, even he is smiling, Ranji, that even that today, though he came for the fight, but a friendship was developed between them, and in fact, both are learning something from each other. In fact, Suraj is learning more from Ranji. So it was his day, and he started smiling. So you see how nice this story is, that after all finally they become friends. So with this I conclude here. I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.